Yes, people, we are back live on the channel for a Manchester United edition sort of stream today. We're going to be doing a Manchester United Ipswich preview special. Just a, just a United, obviously we're United fans, so just a couple United lads, uh, ready for the game of the weekend. Hopefully, Ipswich Town, Ruben Amorim'S first game. So yeah, I hope United are ready. I hope we'll win on Sunday. But it is what it is. I've got King with me. We're going to be discussing the game. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Can't wait for the game. Can't wait for the Premier League to start kicking off. I think we will win, but yeah, like I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Amarim does. So yeah, bro.
I can't lie. This is like the first international break that I've kind of been sort of excited to watch United after a long time, because it's one of those international breaks where you're like, last time we were like, let's say, last time United had the news of Ten Hag and they didn't sack him, so I was like, hmm, what's going on here? And then they say he's staying a few days later. So it's what it is. I mean, look, now we have Ruben Amorim, so we'll see how it pans out. We'll see how things go. But people, if any of you are pulling through and you're tuning in, please make sure you subscribe and like and share. I'm nearly on 100 subs, so make sure you get me there soon. We'll be doing a lot more of this in the near future. But today it's just a United Ipswich sort of special because we wanted to preview Ruben Amorim's first game, and yeah, bro, I wanna know, what are you feeling ahead of this game? What are you like? How are you, how is the inner feeling of you ready for this game? What's the um how'd you say it? What's that? Just what's the feeling like? Sorry, just go ahead, mate. Sorry, I just thought too much.
Yeah. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah. I think I think we will win the game. I think we will. I think, like Amarim said in the interview, I think we will see a clear idea. That's what he said. He said we will see a clear idea, and I think he said an identity. So I'm expected to see that on Sunday. I'm expecting to see that identity. Obviously, because the thing is that yes, he's come in middle of the nearly middle of the season, but we've even seen managers, even though we've seen managers without their own players implement um, implement a style of play. We saw it, for example, with Glasner at Crystal Palace last season. So yeah, so I'm expecting Amarim to show some glimpses on the style of play on is it on yeah it's on Sunday, yeah, Sunday. um yeah but yeah, we like obviously everything just I'm just relieved that Ten Hag has gone because like obviously being on the Flawless channel, being on Northside channel, I've kept on consistent. I've kept consistent on their on views on Man United on Ten Hag. I've always kept it the same. I've always wanted the man gone, and finally the man has gone, and we've got in Ruben Amorim. And like you said, like I can't remember the last time. I can't eat probably a decade ago. I can't even remember the last time when I was actually excited for a new member for like for like Manchester United to actually play. Like I'm actually excited, and yeah, like obviously the feelings good around the club. Amorim's getting to know everyone around the club. I've seen some of the training videos as well that he's been coaching. What he's been coaching. So yeah, like I'm very happy so far. So so obviously Ipswich obviously obviously, I think they've done okay so far in the Premier League. They've got a good brand. They've got a good style of play. They've got some decent players in there. Um, obviously, I think in the first 20 minutes of the game, I think Ipswich will go all out.
Also
But
to add,
after
they got our former assistant manager Kieran McKenna as well.
Kieran McKenna, yeah, Kieran McKenna. Obviously, I'm not saying it will be an easy game because it won't be an easy game, but I still expect United to win. Obviously, Kieran McKenna, like you said, would want to prove something. Obviously, because he's facing Manchester United. You know what it's like when former players and former managers of Manchester United face each other. They want to always prove a point. So, so I think in the first 20 minutes of the game, I think Ipswich will be like up for it. The crowd will be up the first 20 minutes. But I think if Man United can get through the first 20 minutes of the first half, I think United will comfortably win the game. If we concede, it could get a bit, it could get a little bit more difficult. Obviously, I'm not saying United won't win the game if they concede the first goal, but it will make it slightly more difficult. But I still expect United to win. Um, obviously, I expect Marcus Rashford to start. Obviously, in the nine, I'm expecting Ahmad to start. I'm expecting Bruno to start in the. I think it will be Ahmad and Bruno in the 2 10s because I think Kobe Mainu, he just slowly recovering from like his injury, and we don't want to throw him straight back back in. Yenny Euro obviously has recovered from injury, but I wouldn't want to see Yenny
We're
Euro.
not gonna rush him back. We won't rush players back. I think this
Yeah,
weekend
yeah,
it'll just be like
yeah, yeah. Like that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I don't want us to rush Yenny Euro. Yenny Euro straight in the starting 11. We've got enough. Even though United fans won't rate Harry Maguire that highly, yeah, or Johnny Evans, for example, and I think Johnny Evans have been very good, by the way. Like
Mm.
these players should be good enough to get over the line against Ipswich Town. These players should be players like Maguire and Johnny Evans. They should be enough to get over the line against Ipswich Town. So, and even Lindelof, who I don't particularly rate, these players should be enough to get through Ipswich Town. So obviously, I don't want us to start Euro straight away. If you want to give him the last 10, 15, or 20 minutes to get a bit of a bit of match fitness, then that's fine. But don't start him in the game. Don't give him
Yeah,
like
because
70.
I
Don't give
remember
him
that
like 90 minutes.
preseason.
Yeah,
I remember that preseason. Ten Hag threw him into the team, and he got
yeah,
injured when he was not clear to play. He
yeah,
wasn't clear to play, so Ten Hag just threw him in, and that's where I felt like that's where he made a huge mistake, and that's where he's made
yes,
a mistake with a lot of players,
yeah,
and just on Ten Hag. Yeah, I know he's gone, but I just want to mention, yeah, like
mm,
the one thing I never felt like when I was watching a United game under Ten Hag in his second or third season was us dominating the game.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, yeah, I
Us
agree.
us us dominating the game was never going to happen. We will never take control of the football. We will never take care of the ball. We're always sloppy in possession. I feel like United need to take care of the ball on Sunday. I would love United to go with the approach of more like a possession sort of approach, more like try
Yeah,
and keep the ball, try not to lose it. Just have the ball, create a lot of chances. You know, look, it might not tick right away on Sunday, but I'm expecting like a new manager bounce, and I'm thinking
yeah,
maybe if Sunday we have if on Sunday we have how'd you say it? If on Sunday we have a good game, then I expect United to score a few goals.
yes,
Right, scoring goals has been our one of our biggest issues as well. When we have dominated games, scoring goals has been our biggest issue. We can't score goals, and that's the problem. United need someone who could put the ball in the back of the net on a consistent basis. And for me, on Sunday, I hope Ruben Amorim can come in and maybe not play a system right away. He probably won't play a system right away. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. We don't know, right? I can't predict that for sure. Do I want him to? Maybe I would. Maybe I would try and get to the January transfer window, and if United have some money left in them, which I believe they do. By the way, United fans just like to chat a lot of crap. Yeah, we have money. Yeah.
So that's what I've heard. Yeah.
So we should be trying to sign a striker in January, or if Ruben Amorim can try and do something with Rasmus Højlund, then we'll see. But I don't know if Rasmus Højlund's the one that will score us bags of goals, like I have been seeing recently, because he's not been doing that, and I hope he does. I don't know. Will he? I don't know. That's the problem. Last season he scored 13 goals, so I don't think, and that's not good enough personally for as United fans. Like, for us to see a striker only score 13 goals for us, and I know people say he's young and stuff, but if you feel like he's ready, if you bought him for what, £75 million?
So it says 72, bro. 72. It was 72 million pounds.
Around that, yeah. And you bought him for a lot of money, so you expect him to get off the mark right away. There's no time, no this, no that. You bought him for a hefty fee, so you should give him you should be expecting a lot more from him now. It's his second season. He's playing games. He's not been scoring enough goals. He has scored goals, but he's not scored enough. And I hope he does. I hope he scores a lot of goals. I want him to. I want him to be. I want him to start scoring goals. I just want to say this about Ten Hag. Yeah, we're never going to take control. But we're never going to take control of games under him. And on Sunday, if he was still the manager, I wouldn't have been confident as I am right now. I know United are still a little bit complacent at times, but at the same time, maybe the new manager bounce might favor us in a way. But go on, bro. I'll continue what you're saying. I'm gonna just explore a few points. Obviously, like you said about Ten Hag quickly. People and it's been a general thing with Manchester United. To be fair, apart from Van Gaal, but all the other managers, the problem is with Man United is that most of the time we only play well for one spell or for two spells. We only play well for certain games. We only play well for 20 minutes, and then certain games we only play well for 30 minutes, and then there's certain games where we play well for 45 minutes. But we've hardly or never played a game well for 70, 60, 80, 90 minutes. We've never done that consistently. So yeah, and you're right about Ten Hag, and I mentioned this about Ten Hag when he brought Yen Euro in pre-season against Arsenal when he was only 50% fit. So yeah, man, that was a massive mistake. So, like I said, if you want to give Yen Euro minutes, bring him off from the bench, give him the last 20 minutes, give him the last 15 or 20 minutes of the game to get his match fitness, to get his match sharpness up. But I don't want to see him starting this game. We need to slowly integrate him back in the team, because when you come off an injury like that, these injuries that you can't take lightly. So yeah, I don't want to see him getting rushed in the team. And you made an interesting point about January. In January, this is what I've heard, because I was on Twitch and I saw Rance's stream. He did a reaction to the Amorim interview on his Twitch,
and I think Rance was saying that he's heard certain stuff about United in January. We are not going to we're not going to really sign any ready-made players in January. All the ready-made players will be pretty much in the summer. I
No,
think
I
in
agree. The
uh,
majority of the big signings will be in summer
yeah
transfer window because we won't spend big in January. But what I want United to go and do is at least sign a few
yeah
players that can make a difference in January,
yeah
even if it's not, even if they're not like to the world class ability. I want someone to come in and make a difference now because United are struggling to score goals,
yeah
and that's the biggest issue with United. We at least, you know what it is. I don't agree with loan signings, right? I don't agree that we
mm,
should go and loan in players. We're a big club. We should be buying players on a permanent basis, or and if we feel like they're right for us, right?
mm, mm.
If you feel like they're right for us, go and sign them on a permanent. And if you don't think they're right, sell them later. Sell them later on. You
Yeah,
can make some profit off of that.
yeah. Like I would like to see that.
Even though I'm not like what do you call
Mm,
even though the signings may not be as great as
mm,
people might think. I'm trying a little waffle here, but like
yeah,
even though the signs might not be great, sign someone like a Marcel Sabitzer like we did last 2 Januaries when he came in and played, right? And he made somewhat of a difference into our team. So someone like him made a difference in our midfield in a sense, right? Excuse me. So go and sign someone that can come in and make a short term impact at the club. So we can go and sign that long term type of player in the summer.
yeah,
Whoever the manager feels like is the right player to come in and make a difference in his team.
yeah. Because I think the important thing is, like I said, obviously these are just rumors. What I've heard because I heard Rance talking about it on his Twitch stream with the Amorim reaction. But yeah, like I would like to see us bringing at least one or two players what can come in right now and do the business. But obviously, obviously as well, Ineos and obviously Man United have spoken. You will know this because we did it. We did a video. We were explaining certain things in the video about it, like last week or a couple of weeks ago, about the youth, about the young players, about the youth. What Man United, because Amorim obviously likes the youth as well, and Ineos like to have the youth as well. So like obviously in January we've been linked with like quite a few young players. Obviously I think we've been linked with that. I think there's links of that Tyler Diblin from Southampton. We've been linked with. We've been linked with. I think we've been linked with. I think his name called Chris Rigg from Sunderland. We've been linked with him, and we've been linked with a Rosenberg player, and we've been linked with some. I think he played for River Plate in Argentina. We've been linked. We won one player there, so there's a few young players that Man United have been linked with. Like like the thing is that for me, on the young players thing, I've always said it. If you're old enough, you're good enough. Like this is the thing, yeah. Like what you said, yeah, about Rasmus Højlund, about when people say give him time. But these same people don't want to give Joshua Zirkzee time, who has played less games, but they want to give Rasmus Højlund time. But the thing is, Joshua Zirkzee has at least shown in certain games what he can do. We've seen glimpses of it. We've hardly seen any glimpses of Rasmus Højlund at his time at Manchester United. So, for me, like I said, the reason why I say if you're old enough, you're good enough, because I go because I've seen players, not just for the bigger clubs, but I've seen young players like Olise, who was at Crystal Palace, performed at a certain level at Crystal Palace. Now he got moved to Bayern Munich. Obviously, players that even Cunha's playing well for Wolves, and players like that, and Morgan Gibbs White plays well for Nottingham
We've also got
Forest. So
a very very weird rumor that just came out today out of nowhere, right? Like, apparently United are linked on with a loan move for Kolomuani, and I'm like, oh, bro, now this is where. Now this is where all the waffle comes through with all the transfer rumors. Now this is where all the
I heard about that.
United.
I heard about that today as well.
We always get the weirdest transfer rumors at the most, like, oddest of times. It's like Kolomuani on loan in January. I mean, would I take him? Yeah, sure, but I don't know, man. The thing is, I want someone to come in and score goals. But enough of January. I just want to talk about the game on Sunday for a bit. Like, how do you expect United to set up, and how do you expect United to play? Like, what type of style do you expect United to play on Sunday?
Like I said, obviously, I want to see glimpses of the style of play because, like Ruben Amorim said, this is his words. The most important thing is the game model and the identity. Yeah, the game model and the identity. And he said that we will see an idea. So, like, what I think what he meant about seeing the identity and seeing an idea on what he's trying to do is that I think he's going with the formation that he did at Sporting Lisbon. Obviously, I think he will go with the three at the back, and then obviously I think for example, I think obviously Onana will be starting. I think he will go with. I think I think I think he will go with. I think he will go with like Anthony at like right wing. I think Anthony will play like right wing back, and I think he's going to have one of the wingers.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I think one of the wingers basically. I think he's going to have one winger at fullback and one fullback at centre back.
When you're playing this wing back formation in sort of today's game, I think you go for more of like an approach of the players on their natural foot. So I think you play like a Dalot or Mazraoui at wing back, and then you play like someone like, even though he's not fit, you probably play Luke Shaw at left wing back. But the guy's not fit, so. And Malacia, I don't know if he's played. I don't know how many games he's played. He's only played probably one game since he's come back. So, don't know, man. I don't see Malacia playing. I just want. The thing is, my biggest issue is that why did United go and sell Alvaro Fernandez, right? When we had Reguilon's loan cut short, right? And we also had Luke Shaw and Malacia out injured. We didn't have a left back. We had to play fucking Amrabat at left back. And we sold Alvaro Fernandez, and now United are linked to the buyback. Why did we sell him in the first place? It's my question.
Because of Ten Hag, bro.
We could have had him, right, in this team, and it would have been and it wouldn't have been that bad.
Because of Ten Hag.
Had a natural left wing back, excuse me.
Yeah, because Ten Hag.
And if United are really, really serious, they'd go and throw money at someone like Alphonso Davies, who's in a free in January. He'll probably go to Real Madrid. He's probably going to go to Real Madrid, but at least try and get him. Like, he's available, right, in January. If he doesn't sign a new deal, then get him. Because I want United to attack the transfer market in the summer with intent. I want United to actually go and get players that will be fit, that'll suit Amorim's system, his philosophy. I want him to try and implement his style of play with the right type of players, not with the current players we have at the club, because I don't see it working with the current players at the football club. So it's gonna be very inconsistent. But what I'm expecting is United need to go and try and get back into the Champions League next season. Obviously, unfortunately, we can't get at least top four. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of top four. Like, I don't like the idea of top four as a United fan. I think it's low. I think it's lowered the standards way too much. Obviously, top four gets you Champions League football and cool, but have United really spent well when they made the Champions League? No. So what I want United to go and do now is try and win the Europa League with Amorim. Try and win the Europa League with Amorim. So yeah, but enough of that. I just wanted to say that. But also we need to, right, on Sunday play players in their natural positions, or at least try and play a player suited to play a wing back role. Because I know we have a lot of attacking midfielders at the football club. We have a lot of attacking midfielders at the football club. So I'm not worried about the attacking midfield role or sort of midfield role in a way. I am more worried about the wing back role. That's the problem. I'm more worried about wing backs. If you're gonna play Anthony, then you play him at left wing back. Like,
I think he is though, bro. I think he is going to play Anthony as one of the wing back. I think one of the wingers are going to become one of the wing backs, and one of the fullbacks are going to become the centre back. We might even see Dallo or someone like right centre back, bro. Because like Amorim said, yeah, you will see an idea. That's what he was saying. You will see an idea, whether we like it or not. That's what he said. Whether you like the idea or not, you will see an idea. So that's why I'm saying that he might start Anthony in a wing back game, because I think he's been trying to do that in training. Because the training clip that I saw as well, I think one of the wing backs was Malacia and the other wing back was like Anthony or something. So like so yeah, but obviously like as a wing back, obviously like Luke Shaw for me, like I said, the guy is not. I'm just fed up of that guy. I don't care, bro. I'm just fed up of the guy because yes, his best position is as a centre back, but bro, what do you expect from this man? This man can never stay disciplined. This man has got no discipline, bro. The guy always gets injured, bro. And the thing is, yeah, I've had enough of it. So Luke Shaw is not good enough. I think, I think at left, I think Alfonso Davis might be going to Real Madrid, but obviously I've seen certain. I think I saw it on TNT Sport. They said something about Alfonso Davis. They said that apparently Manchester United have offered more money than Real Madrid. So apparently Man United have offered more money for Alfonso Davis. So it looks like, I don't know. From that, it looks like we want him, but we will see on that front. Obviously, like I said, don't rush Yenny Euro. Obviously, I'm interested to see what he does in the 2-10s. Like I said, I think Rashford will start as the 9 because I think Xerxes had just come back from international break, and I think Rashford obviously hasn't been on international duty, so I think Rashford will be less tired, if you know what I mean. He will have more energy in the game because obviously Xerxes just come back from international break, so I think he's going to start Rashford in the 9. I think he's going to start Bruno as the 10, as one of the 10s, and I think he will start Amad Diallo in the other 10. My biggest question with Amorim is that I know people will know, people will know who have watched me on Northside channel, Flawless channel, and on Saeed channel and on other channels, like they will know that I despise Bruno Fernandes. I can't stand the guy the way that he acts and stuff. I can't stand the guy. But the thing is that, and I don't think he's good enough to play for the football club. Obviously, I would love for Bruno Fernandes to prove me wrong, but I personally don't see it. My biggest question with Amorim is that
I think Bruno Fernandes just tries too much. I just think he does too much of this long ball game. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like too much of the long ball
what
game.
we're about to say is, bro. What we're about to say is,
Go on.
Is that the biggest question what I have with Amorim Because the biggest question what I have with Bruno is his discipline. Because Bruno's always moving. He never stays in his position. He's either at times he's in the 10. At times
Mm.
he's pressing the goalkeeper. At times he's in the false nine pressing the goalkeeper. At times he's on the right. On times he's in the 6. My question is because my question is that can Bruno stay disciplined in Amorim's system? Because Amorim likes his players to be disciplined. He does. He likes his players to be disciplined. So my question, so the question I will have is, can Amorim coach that out of him? Can Amorim coach that out of Bruno Fernandes? Because because this is the thing. Because if he can't, then it's going to be a major problem. Because we all know when Bruno starts traveling, all sorts. Yeah, when Bruno starts you know trying to press the goalkeeper and going on the right and going in the 6 and then going in the 10. Like we all know that Bruno leaves gaps. We all know Bruno leaves gaps in the midfield. We've all seen it. We've all seen Bruno Fernandes leave gaps in the midfield. So this is why I say, can Ruben Amorim coach that out of him? We will see. We will see.
Mm.
But yeah, like for me, Bruno just needs to stay disciplined, because if he can't stay disciplined in the system, it's going to be a problem, because he's just going to leave lots of gaps everywhere, and teams will find a way through our press easily, because this is the thing what a lot of people don't understand about football as well. Because people say, oh, Bruno Fernandes presses, or Mason Mount presses, or Rasmus Højlund presses. Like, they just think pressing is just sprinting 100 miles per hour. No, no,
We ain't doing that's the thing.
like,
Do not do 100 miles per hour and stuff like that.
like, come on.
They just see a little bit of pressing and they all get gassed. But yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's,
but
it's
you know
not,
what I mean,
I hope
Kevin?
we do. I hope we do. I hope we play a pressing game, and I hope we we can win the ball back and keep it.
Yeah,
I want us to be that team that holds onto the ball for a long period of time and try and create something. You
yeah,
know, United's failure to hold onto the ball is why in big games it's costed us, bro.
yes, it
That's
has.
the thing.
Yeah,
We don't win big games because it costs us. We don't keep the ball, and
yeah,
when we win it, we lose it every 2-3 passes. One thing I will say is though, Southampton. I'm not going to praise Southampton in any way, shape, or form. Yeah,
mm,
but at least you know what they did. They went to the Etihad and actually played for like 7, 8, 9 passes together. Like they can
yeah,
string 7, 8, 9 passes together. United
yeah,
can't even string 3 passes together. That's the biggest issue. We can't. But forget what we did under Ruben Nistelrooy. Yeah, I'm talking about the Ten Hag here. We could string more than 2, 3 passes together. That's the biggest issue at United. And the failure to keep hold of the ball is why in big games we've struggled this season, and in big games with teams that play teams that play possession based football, or teams that at least know how to keep the ball, will struggle because United will not be able to win the ball back. United's ball retention has slightly improved this year, but at the same time, our possession of the football is not great.
yeah.
So
It's not.
I'm expecting to see a lot better going into the Sunday game,
Abs-
going to the game on
absolutely.
Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Like, I do agree with that. But
Mm.
like I said, yeah, on the pressing thing, yeah, is that like I said, a lot of people think pressing is just running 100 mile per hour. Like, bro, there's different ways of pressing. Like,
Mm.
you can press by just standing in your position, by cutting off passing lanes. Like, you don't have to sprint 100 mile per hour to get the ball. Like 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 if you manage to stay in your position, and if you manage to stay in your positions, and you're structured in the press, in the press and you cut passing lanes off, you can easily win. You can easily win the ball. You can easily win the ball back because that's what City do. They cut off passing lanes. That's what Arsenal
Right.
do when they press. Like like press like like the thing is Bruno's not.
Try and close the gap of the pass, right?
Yes, yes. Try and close the gap of the pass. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You can close the gap of the pass. You don't have to sprint 100 mph. That's
Right.
not. You know what I mean. So this is the thing. Like Amorim does rely on his pressing and but it's like when you just sprinting 100 mph, it's not intelligent. It's not intelligent. You're just running for the sake of running basically. When you're pressing, you also have to be intelligent and, like I said,
Right.
and close the gaps. And you made the interesting thing about Man United haven't been good on the ball, and you're completely right on that. This is why I'm interested to see what Amorim does because, like I said, Amorim does like to keep the ball. Amorim likes to do the interchanges. Amorim likes to do the quick give and goals, 1-2, 1-2, pass 1-2s, pass. You get the ball, you get the ball, you pass, and then you pass it back, and then that's what Amorim likes to do. When we get in the final third, Amorim likes to do quick give and goals, 1-2s. That's what he likes, and that's what Amad Diallo is very good at. And this is why I think Amad Diallo is going to shine in the system. Same with Joshua Zirkzee. I think he's going to shine in the system because the way that Zirkzee drops deep in certain spaces, and the way that Amad Diallo drops deep at times, and the way that they can bounce the ball off, do quick give and goes and that around the box. That's their forte, That's what they are good at. We've seen it so many times. So
Right.
so that's what Amorim likes. Amorim likes those 1-2 quick give and goes, like quick passing. That's what Amorim likes. He likes a quick give and goes. That's what he likes. And yeah, like I said, it will be not an easy game. I expect United to win this game. I just want to see something from Amorim. I want to see something that we've never seen before. I want Amorim, no matter win, loss or draw, I want Amorim to stick to his principles. I want him to stick to the style of play that he wants to play. I don't want him to do a Ten Hag thing where he tried to play the style of play the first two games and then completely abandoned it. I don't want that. I want Amorim to show that we are playing the way that I said we are going to play and the club want to play. So if you and Amorim and Amorim made a very important point in the interview about, because this is a general problem in football. This is why football is so robotic. Is because a lot of managers and a lot of coaches try and coach the players too much. They try and coach players so much in detail, if you get what I'm saying. They give the players too much detail. And Amorim basically said is that you can't give the players 100% detail, or otherwise it will get confusing for them. And he's completely right. He's completely right. And this is what Ten Hag was probably doing. Ten Hag were probably saying, when we're on and off the ball, you have to be in this position, you have to be in that position, this zone, that zone, that zone. Like Ten Hag were probably telling some of these players to do like probably 5 or 10 things at once. Like no, bro.
The
like,
one thing Ruben Amorim when he first came in, the first thing he mentioned was identity.
Yes.
And that's what United need identity, right? Excuse me. So what I want to see from Amorim right now is I would love it for us to start on Sunday with some identity,
Yes,
no pun intended or anything like that. So
100%.
Sunday, I'm expecting United to maybe play a bit of the football that um, Ruben Amorim wants to implement, or wants to play, or at the same time he wants to. This is the football he wants to try and bring to Old Trafford. I want to see it on Sunday, right, against
Yes.
Ipswich. It might not work right away. Cool,
Mm.
it's not going to work right away. But at the end of the day, winning is the most
Yeah.
winning is the biggest aim for this football club, because the one thing United need to do, yeah, people can talk about the United way, the United way. What is the United way?
That's what Ten Hag
Like
spoke about as well. We have to
United,
play the United way. That's what he said.
the United way is winning trophies and playing a brand of football that every manager wants to bring, the identity the
Yes.
manager wants to bring. That's
Yes.
that's the thing. United is all about winning trophies, about being successful, right? Ten Hag did not do that in the Premier League. We finished third and then we finished eighth. What I want United to now do is get better, not get worse. People never looked at our position in the Premier League enough. They
Yes.
looked at the FA Cup and be like, we're coming back.
And the
We're not,
Champions League as well. They never looked at the way that we went out in the Champions League against Galatasaray in
that's the
Copenhagen.
thing. That's the thing, bro. People talk about Champions League football, yeah, but what did we do in the Champions League? We did nothing in the Champions League under Ten Hag. We got
No,
worse. And also,
no,
the thing is, right? Football's a results business, right?
yes,
Yes, I'm talking about style of play and everything. I want to see a style of play, but I also
yeah,
want to see United win.
win, yeah,
United winning is the most important factor, and the standards need to be raised at the football club. The standards at the football club need to be raised. We're so far behind City, Liverpool, and would I say, dare I say Arsenal? Yeah, Arsenal as well. Let's just say Arsenal. Yeah, in terms of Premier League, sort of in terms of like the Premier League in right now. Yeah,
mm,
United need to actually raise the standards and get back to that level of that level right now. Because I don't see,
yeah,
because the thing is, right, under Amorim, I am excited at to see what's going to happen, but I'm also cautious that if United keep hold of the same players that have failed constantly every single year, then I fear for the manager. But it's also up to the manager to decide if he wants to keep hold of these players or not. That's where I hold the manager accountable. Do you want to keep a hold of these players that have failed every single other manager, or have failed under every other manager? Or do you want to
yeah,
move them on and bring
yeah,
your own type of players in? Because Ten Hag has spent 600 million of his own players,
mm,
but he keeps on making excuses for them.
yes,
But I want Ruben Amorim to come in and not give an excuse and actually be on point, be precise with everything he says, be precise with everything he does,
yeah,
be consistent, hold everyone accountable, hold everyone to a
mm,
high level of standard as a football club. That's what I want from
yeah.
Amorim. Go on.
You just reminded me of something, and thanks for doing this. Like this is the thing, yeah. Like you talked about, obviously style of play, but also we have to win games. That's what Amarim said himself. That's what that's what he said himself in the interview. He said he said that obviously the most important thing is the identity, but also we need to win games with the identity. That's what he spoke about. That's what he spoke about himself. And the most interesting point is that the most interesting point that he made make up, because we were speaking about this earlier on this stream, right? Yeah, like Amarim also spoke about, because they were asking Amarim about the young players, like what's he gonna do with Yeni Euro, Garnacho, like Hoyland, all of these young players, yeah. And he doesn't, obviously he likes the youth, but he's not going to make lots of excuses for the youth when they don't play well. He basically said that all the players all the players have to be ready to play for Manchester United. They have to cope with the demands of playing for Manchester United. That's what Ruben Amorim said in the interview. That's what he said on the Manchester United YouTube channel. On the interview, he said all the players have to be ready to play for Manchester United, and they have to cope with the demands. Otherwise, basically, they are gone. If they can't cope with the demands to play for
I'd like
Manchester
to hope
United,
so.
they
I'd like
are
to
gone.
hope so because
That's what Ruben Amorim
United
said.
have kept hold of. The thing is with United, we've kept hold of players for way too long, right? And there's many players we have today that are still here and should not be here,
Yes,
right? So yeah,
that's what I expect.
I'd like to hope you're right about us moving on players because look, people will be like, oh, you're playing FM, you're playing career mode. But Nottingham Forest made 18 transfers the year that they came up to the Premier League or something.
Yep. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So why can't United do the same? Move on a lot of players and bring in a lot of players. Nottingham Forest barely had the money, but they brought in a lot of players. Move on players that you don't think are good enough, and move on players that should and bring in players that should be here at the club that fit the bill, that fit the identity of Ruben Amorim, that fit the system. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing with United. It's a bit like a hypocrisy. It's like every year they talk about open heart surgery, but then why are people still talking about the players? Why are people still talking about the players that should be here? Like the players like Luke Shaw, players like Rashford, players like Maguire. They shouldn't be at the football club. They shouldn't be here. So
yeah, but people think we're miles away,
and then they start defending players. Like why?
Yeah. Like, bro, like this is the thing. Man United problem has never been the money. The Man United, the biggest problem with Man United is the structure. Is the structure of the club and how the money has been spent.
Structure and the way we spend. Yep.
Yeah, and the way that we spend. Like this is the thing, yeah, is that bro, it's not going to take 4 or 5. People are saying, a lot of people think, oh, it's gonna take 3, 4, or 5 seasons for Man United to start competing. And no, it's not, bro. No, it's not. We're not that far away as you think. We've got players there.
So sorry to interrupt again, yeah, bro. But I just want to mention, yeah, everybody always talks about Manchester United in 3, 4, 5 years' time. But why are we not talking about what we can do today?
Yeah.
Why can't we talk about what we can do today rather than in 5, 6 years' time down the line? People always talk about the future. Why can't we just do things today? So we can prepare to compete in the future, or we can compete today and swiftly move on to the future. Like people always talk about today, today is not ready, this and that, such and such. Yeah, we're not ready today's day, but why can't we be ready? Why can't we make it ready? You know what I'm saying? United always talk about 3, 4, 5 years down the line, but why can't we just do it today? So we can be so in 5 years, 6 years down the line, we could be back again.
Yeah, you know but yes, we do need to get rid of certain players, but we don't exactly need this big massive rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people are exaggerated, bro. And the thing is, here is that it's not going to take us 4 or 5 or 3 seasons to get back to the top. No, bro. No, it's not. Like, bro, we can easily, like I said, I've said this on this show before, right? And I've said it on other shows. Every summer transfer window, Manchester United at least sign on average 5 players every transfer window. Yeah, that's the point that I want to make clear. Man United every summer transfer window have signed 5 players on average. So we expect Ruben Amorim in the summer transfer window to have at least 5 of his own signings. Plus, he will have players that he already likes at the club. He will already have a few players that he already likes at the football club, and then after the second transfer window, he will have 10 of his own players. He should have 10 of his own players after 2 summer transfer windows, and obviously we might bring in a couple of players on loan or something on January for him to use as well. So, like, we are not miles away as you think, people. Like this is the thing. Yeah, is that
look? I will say this though. Go finish up first.
Is the thing is, yeah, that that yes, we can say structurally, we've been behind Arsenal, we've been behind Man City and Liverpool in terms of how the club has been structured.
Hmm.
But that's in terms of how the club has been structured. But if you go on the individual quality, I've always said this about this. Some of these Man United players that people think they are trash or bad, I think certain people are
I
over exaggerating.
I didn't even bring up Chelsea under Roman, bro. Roman Abramovich. I didn't even bring up that.
Yeah,
The way Chelsea was structured to win from the get go, from the moment from the moment Roman Abramovich took over Chelsea, they started winning right away. They
yes,
brought they
that's what
brought
I'm
in
saying.
they brought in Mourinho. So what that says everything you need to know. They brought in a manager that's taken what, Porto to what, the European Cup or something. So
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say is they need to, like, fix the structure. And the thing is, the structure has improved, but in the sense that I feel like the standards are still not there.
yes,
The
they're not
problem
there.
the problem with Manchester United is we're so behind in terms of standards and in terms of um, the way the club is being run and in terms of
Yes, yes,
structure. That's the
yes.
biggest issue.
That's my point.
I wouldn't say Arsenal I wouldn't say Arsenal are well run in the sense like they have amazing owners. I would go as far as to say maybe City. City are well run. Let's just talk about Man City. They're probably the most well run club in the country.
Yeah,
They've got
yeah.
the most elite standards. They've got the best academy. They've got the best in class. They've got facilities. They've got, you know, um, what do you call the infrastructure around the stadium. You know, but on the pitch, they've got the best manager in the world. They've got the best players in the world, and they've got the most elite standards on the pitch. People think nowadays it's just too soft to, to blame players. If the players are not playing well, then hold them accountable. And that's the thing.
But they
United do not
don't.
have that. United don't have that anymore. We're well past those Fergie days, and that's the biggest issue. The fans have
Yes,
accepted it as well. The fans are in the acceptance stage where, United are not that club anymore. But if
yes.
but if but if us as a fan base, as a group, raise the
Mm.
standards and maybe actually demand more, maybe we might be back at the top again soon. We might be back at the top again
Bro,
very, very soon, sooner than expected.
like this is the thing. But this is the thing. But that's my point. That was my point. Like obviously we all know Arsenal's a bit of a mess right now, but like obviously we had the Glazers what were equally as worse as the Cronkies who was controlling all the footballing decisions. But now we've got people like Omar Berrada, Dan Ashworth. We've got people that have been around, and this is the thing. Yeah, is that yes, they didn't compete for the Premier League, but they competed for third and for the top four. We seen Unai Emery at Aston Villa, yeah, last season. Steven Gerrard, bro. Steven Gerrard had Aston Villa like 17th, bro, and Unai Emery rebuilt and got Aston Villa to a place. They finished like eighth or ninth from like 17th, and then
The better
the following
example would be
season,
Leicester City. The better
yeah,
example would be Leicester City, even though people say it's a fluke, right? Because
yeah.
I know Leicester City's owners very well, as they're from Thailand, and obviously,
There you
they're
go.
the Thai owned football club. So I know them well. I know the way Leicester are run, in the sense that, I've seen some of the insides of Leicester City. Look, I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but the owner cares about the fans and the players. The owner cares about how the club does on the pitch, and he gives the players what they need. He's You saw what Leicester City done. They used the money to go and build a world class training ground.
Yes,
To go build a world class training ground, to upgrade the facilities, upgrade the club or sorry, excuse me, upgrade the club a bit, and obviously, try and, build the and try to improve the infrastructure. So
yeah,
that's also important. The results on the pitch, yeah. Leicester City fired managers
mm,
that have not done well. They fired Claudio Ranieri, who won them the Premier League, but
Yes.
when they were rock bottom, they fired him.
Yeah,
And they did something about it. They act.
yeah,
The owners, if owners care about the club, they'll act. And
yeah, but that's the thing.
We have to act sooner rather than later, because we're
Yeah,
talking about years down the line. But we need to talk about right now. It's about getting
yeah,
back to the elite level right now.
yeah,
And the benchmark needs to start on Sunday. Set the benchmark on Sunday and push on from there. Go on.
yeah. Look, like I'm gonna give two. I'm gonna give another example of a club. Yeah, but like I said, like I'm not talking about titles and that. But Unai Emery, like I said, after the half season that he had, at Aston Villa, he got him from 17th to 9th, and then his first full season, he got Aston Villa to Champions League football, competing for Champions League football. Yeah, and also, yeah, I also remember a even better example is Chelsea, when Chelsea, I think, under Jose Mourinho, after when they won the league the following season, that they finished 10th in the following league. Who came in? Antonio Conte. And what did Conte do in his first season? Win the Premier League. That's what Conte did at his first season at Chelsea. Won the Premier League. He won the Premier League he already got Chelsea competing at a level in his first season at Chelsea. Antonio Conte. So this thing about we can't compete. We can't. Ruben Amorim can't get the team competing in the next season or two is nonsense. Because, like you said, Claudio Ranieri won the Premier League at Leicester. People will say, like you said, it's a fluke, but he got them competing in that season. And Antonio Conte got Chelsea competing in the first season, and they won the Premier League off of that. So this motion about that is absolute nonsense, and you're completely right. A lot of the United fans have lowered the standards too much, and that's what I've always stayed consistent on that on Northside channel. The fan base have lowered the standards, and I'm going to say this right now. No matter where Manchester United are, and no matter how bad Manchester United get, I am not going to let my standards drop. I'm not going to let my standards drop, because I've seen my club be great. I've seen my club win a Champions League, win about 3 Premier League titles. I've seen it, bro, and I've seen us win other trophies. I'm not accepting this.
And people out there will be calling us negative or anything like that, yeah. But all we're saying is we're not better fans than you. We're not better than anyone. We're just here to give our opinion,
yes,
on why we love the club and stuff like that and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't hate Manchester United. We just want them to win. We're not negative or toxic. Yeah. We just demand the best from what we love. We just demand the best from our very beloved football club. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But that's the thing.
This is Manchester United, something that we grew up on, something we've grown up supporting, a club that has been we kept close to our heart for many years. Something that we want to see do well. A football club and a sports team that have been taking over English football for many years. And obviously, I didn't see I wasn't I was not watching football in the early 2000s and stuff, but the 2009-2010 season was my first full season of watching football, and from then onwards, I already knew Manchester United were here to play. Sir Alex Ferguson always kept the standards high, and every manager that comes in needs to hold every player accountable. I'm going to say it again. That needs to raise the standards and raise the bar, because we do not accept mediocrity at this football club, and I will never.
And the fans do as well. And the fans do. The fans need to hold the players accountable when they have a bad game. Just because they are your favourite, just because you got Garnacho fans, and you got Bruno Fernandes fans, they won't say that. I hardly hear most of our fan base when it's like, bro, it's like it makes no sense to me, Kevin. It makes no sense because, like I said about the favourites, I've spoken about it lots of times. Yeah, when Xerxes has a bad game, everyone gets onto him. Everyone gets onto him. But people won't get onto Rasmus Højlund when he has a bad game. People won't get onto Bruno Fernandes when he has a bad game. People won't get. Not enough people will get enough. You know what I mean? When Garnacho doesn't play well, a lot of people don't criticize him.
People back in the day would slate even people back in the day would probably even slate Wayne Rooney for playing badly.
There you go.
Playing badly, Rooney would probably be slated. Ronaldo was slated. There was many players that have been slated in the past, but why can't you do it now? Yes, times have changed. Yes, different era, different sort of mentality and stuff. But it's because football's getting soft. Like the emotions and the mentality, everything's getting soft now. The game's really got soft in my opinion. But yeah.
It completely has, but this is what I mean. You can't say Garnacho had a bad game. You can't say Bruno Fernandes had a bad game. You can't say Rasmus Højlund had a bad game because you get labeled. You'll be called a hater. Yeah, you'll be called a hater, and toxic, and negative, and you'll be called and they will say to you, "You're not a true Manchester United fan." That's what these people will say. But it's like it's like we've seen our club. We've seen a period of time where our club has been great and has been at the top, and we've seen players at our club get ridiculed, bro. Even though they were good players, we've seen certain players get ridiculed for not playing well. Like for example, like. I like Diego Dallo, but I remember I said on Northside Channel after the Southampton game, I called out Diego Dallo for his performance against Southampton, and I'm a fan of Dallo, by the way. But I called him out against Southampton. I said in the first half he was not good enough against Southampton. He was getting cooked by Tyler Diblin against Southampton. I called it out, bro. I said Dallo was not good in the first half against Southampton. I've said Martinez, a player that I like, but I said he wasn't good against Fulham. I said he wasn't good against Liverpool. He wasn't good in other games. I've called out Martinez. So it's like it's like when some of these people say you never call out players that you like or whatever. Yes, I do, because I know when I'm not going to just sit here. I'm not just going to sit here and pretend. Even though I like the player, I'm not going to sit there and pretend that they didn't have a bad game because they did, and I will call them out for it. And all we are, or me, Kevin and Flawless and Rants and Saeed, all we're asking as United fans is just stay consistent, bro. Just stay consistent and keep the same energy with every player. When the player doesn't have his best performance, call it out. This is what elite clubs do. Real, bro. Lee Gunnar, I've spoken about the God knows how many times about Real Madrid. Real Madrid, when they have a bad game, they get onto all of their players. They don't care what they achieved in the game. If they've had a bad game, they will say that they had a bad game.
I won't condone everything the fans does, everything the fans will do, or the fans have done. I won't condone it. Not everything, at least. But at least they have some level of standard that they're demanding from these players that at least fucking try hard. You know what I'm saying? Like don't go out onto the pitch and be like, oh, I'm playing for Real Madrid. I'm just for the cameras. No, you're not playing. You're not playing for the cameras. You're playing for the pride of Real Madrid, the pride of the football club, the history. You know, you're a part of it now. So you need to be. You need to make yourself. You need to put yourself onto that pitch and actually, set how'd you say it? Set the bar, like actually set a principle for yourself that I'm playing for Real Madrid. This is what I need to do. People don't do that for Manchester United because now it's just because the Standard Football Club is just easy. Everyone gets a free ride. Everyone gets a free ride at the football club. Everyone be like, you come here, we'll give you money, play for our club. There's no actual how do you say it? There's no actual structure or principle behind each signing. It's all just throwing money at this player, that player, and
But
bring them in.
yeah,
Even though certain players have been good, right? The
mm,
United do not just go and buy players off of the manager's how'd you say it? They just buy they just buy what suits best for the football club and
who
their
best? Yeah,
PR.
yeah. They sign players for the football club, not for the manager. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But that's what a lot of clubs. That's what a lot of clubs do. That's what a lot of club. That's what a lot of the successful clubs do. Yes, the managers can have a say, but they don't have too much of a say. You know why? Because they have sporting directors. They
that's the
have
thing.
scouts. They have sporting directors. They have scouts. What scout them a list of players, and the manager picks. They might have like the scouts or yeah the recruitment team, the scouts and stuff, and the recruitment team will give the manager like 5 or 8 players. They will list like 5 or 8 players what suit the way that the club and the manager wants to play, and the manager picks one player out of that list. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
what they do.
But yeah, let's talk about Ipswich a bit.
Mm.
Just a bit about them because we should be aware of Ipswich at the same time. Even though we're
Yeah, yeah,
talking all this, we should be aware of Ipswich. Yeah, because Ipswich are a team that can play a decent style of football, and
yeah.
probably it might be it'll be a tough game on Sunday. What are you expecting from Ipswich, and what are you most wary of? And who do you think that this person's a threat from this Ipswich team?
I think Amari Hudson and Delat and I think they look decent. I
Mm.
think I think yeah, like I said, like I think Ipswich the first 20 minutes of the game, like I said about Kieran McKenna as well. He would want to make a point because obviously he came from Manchester United and now he's Ipswich manager. He would want to make a point to Manchester United to say I'm a good manager and I'm going to show you why I'm a good manager, especially against his former club. Like I said, Ipswich. I expect Ipswich because they are at home. I think yeah, it's at Ipswich Stadium. It's at Portman Road. Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah. I expect the first 20 to 25 minutes Ipswich will come out all guns and blazing. I expect Ipswich will come out in the first 20 to 25 minutes like putting a lot of pressure on us. I expect Ipswich to give us a decent game. They will be competitive. That's one thing that you can guarantee. They will be competitive. They might not have as much quality as other teams, but they will be competitive. That's one thing that you can guarantee. They will obviously work hard and they will try and make it tough for you as possible. The way that they press and the way that they and the way that they are in transition and stuff at times. So so yeah, I expect Ipswich in the first 20 to 25 minutes, and I expect the fans to be. I expect the atmosphere to be good as well. I expect the atmosphere to be really high,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
and it will be important. Like I said, I think I think it will be important if United can get through the spell where if we can get through the spell in the first 20 minutes where Ipswich might put us under a little bit of pressure,
mm.
then then I think we can start to control the game because
Yeah,
obviously that happens with usually a lot in football in general when you are the home team, usually most likely when you are the home team,
mm.
you expect to be in the you expect to put all the pressure on the opposition when you're the
Right.
home team.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is why I am saying yeah that Ipswich will be up for it because they are at home
yeah.
and 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 like I said, it will be interesting how Man United will deal with the pressure because Ipswich will come out and play. Right, they will come out and play. But obviously, I think at times we will keep the ball, but at times I think we will be on transition because obviously Ipswich will leave gaps because they press a lot and they work hard off the ball. So yeah, man, I expect it to be a really good game. I'm looking forward to the game, and I'm looking forward to see how Ipswich do against the new manager as well because I've only seen a couple of games of Ipswich, but like they've looked really competitive in their games despite
Yeah,
of them
they do. Yeah.
suffering
They just beat Spurs
despite
away. That
suffering
was their
defeat.
first win. That was their first win in the Premier League this season as well. They just beat Spurs away. So they've
Yeah,
kind of, like they kind of said that okay, we're gonna go into this game on Sunday confident. Hopefully, I mean, try to do something. But all in all, yeah, I am wary of it. I am a bit wary of Ipswich at the same time. But you know what I would like? I would like you know how Ollie's first game as United interim manager went, like
yes.
you know how he won. I would like a game like that, but at the same time, I just want United to win.
I remember that game
I
against
just
Cardiff. I think yeah, Cardiff
Yeah,
when we won like
away,
6-1 or
and
something.
but at the same time, I just
Yeah,
want United to win the game. I'm not worried about the score line. Just as long as as long as it means United win on Sunday, that's what I want.
yeah.
But let's just go through quickly before we move on to predictions. Let's just talk
Mm.
quickly about United's next few games as well, because United's next few games are what do you call are interesting for Ruben Amorim. Let's just talk about let's talk about this week or next week, excuse me.
Yeah,
Leading up to the Manchester derby, yeah, we've got Ipswich Town away, so that's Sunday. We've
yes,
got Bordeaux Glimt at home, Everton at
yes,
home, Arsenal away, Forest at home, excuse me, Victoria Plaza away, and then City away.
yeah,
And then Tottenham away, Bournemouth at home, Wolves away, Newcastle away. So that's to round up 2024 for Manchester United. So this for me is where that we have some tough games in there. City especially, Arsenal's going to be a tough game as
wait,
well.
is Newcastle at
Forest at
home?
home,
Is Newcastle home
Newcastle
or
at
away? Newcastle at
home.
home. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So
say that.
so what I'm saying is we are it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. The fixtures as well. It's gonna be very 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 tough. It's gonna be tough. So hopefully that we can go on a run of games and set the mark from here and then on outwards. Here then on now, excuse me. But yeah. Lastly, before we wrap it up, score predictions for Sunday.
I'm going. I don't think I'm going. I'm going two nil United. I'm going 2-0. I'm going 2-0 United against Ipswich. I think Ipswich will give us a good game. I don't think it's going to be one of those where the scoreline where you think when you look at the scoreline you can look, oh, your team won 2-0, your team scored 2 goals or your team scored three
Yeah.
goals or and it was an easy game. No, I don't think it's going to go. I think we might make it difficult for ourselves at times, but I think we will score 2 goals and I think we will win the game. So yeah.
Before I move on, I'm gonna give you my lineup for Sunday. I would put Onana in goal, obviously. Right back Mazraoui, right wing back Mazraoui. I would try 3-4-3 this game and see if it works. Mazraoui, or maybe even Dalot actually. Dalot right wing back. Delict is in the center. Martinez, and maybe I would go with as crazy as it sounds, Johnny Evans. As
Yeah,
crazy as it sounds, because the guy,
I agree.
if you're gonna play 3-4-3, then you gotta
I
play
agree.
three.
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
But maybe I wouldn't play 3-4-3 until Lenny Euro comes back. So actually, I would do. I'd go with a 4-3-3 for now. Actually, just for this game, because until Lenny Euro comes back, I'm not confident about our back three. So I would go with Delict and Martinez at defense, and I would go with Bazraoui at left wing back. And in midfield, I would go with Ericsson, Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno, Ugarte, Casemiro, and Bruno. Eriksen, actually, just give you a quick, just quick thought. I think Eriksen. Do you think Eriksen has a massive part to play this season? I hope
Yeah,
he does, because I like him. He's
I
one of
I
our best
really
players
like.
this season.
I've always been a fan of Ericsson. I've always been a
He's
fan
played
of him.
well this
Yeah,
season. I can't lie. So I
yeah,
would play.
like
I would want to play Eriksen, but I don't know if he will play. Ahmad on the right, up top. Oh, tough. I don't know who I play up top. Yeah, I'd probably go with Xerxes or Hoyland up top, and someone like that. I don't know. Either one of them two. I don't really know. Xerxes or Hoyland up top. We'll see. And
mm,
on the left, I'd probably have to go with Rashford. Even though I'm not a massive Rashford fan or whatever it is, I'd just play him on the left. And yeah, it is what it is. And hopefully bring Ericsson on later in the game and try and control the game. But yeah, let's move on to score predictions, bro.
I said
Uh,
2-0
I, I'm
United.
gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I don't know actually. 2-1 United. Whatever. I think we'll concede, but it's just like a
Mm,
stupid goal or something.
should be.
I'm not going to be overly confident or overly gassed about the Sunday game. I am excited, but at the same time, I'm also fearful, because I know how United can be. So yeah, I hope United win the game. Just win the game on Sunday. That's it, really. I don't really care about the scoreline. Just win. Either destroy him or scrape it, whatever. Just get the win on Sunday and move on.
Yeah,
It's like a get in, get out sort of performance. Like, you know what I mean? Like get there and get out.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, people, that's going to be us for today. We're going to wrap it up now. 27 of you watching. Please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And obviously,
Come on, people.
I put the YouTube link out on my Twitter, so you guys can go check it out.
Mm,
Also, I'm nearly at 100 subs. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Make sure you keep it respectful in the chat as well. If you are going to comment later on after the video before you replay. If you are coming in for if you are going to watch the replay, obviously hit the like button as well over there. And yeah, King, what have you got coming up, bro? You want to plug anything as well before we close out?
um, yeah. Obviously, um, I think I'm gonna be on. Obviously, I'll be on the fan calling in show on Monday with Flawless. I will call in on that show. Big up Flawless, obviously every time. Um, I think yeah, Omar does a video about all the Premier League teams and all the Premier League results. So I think I might be on Omar channel. I think I might be on Omar channel on Sunday. I might be also on Northside channel on Sunday as well, because obviously Northside does match reactions after the
Yep.
game. So I think I will be there. I will be there for Arsenal's match reaction against Nottingham Forest. I think I might be there to give
Yep.
my thoughts on the Arsenal game, and then I might be on. Yeah, and then obviously
And
Northside will probably do a match reaction to the Man United Ipswich game, so I'll probably
yeah,
be there as well. So yeah.
yeah. And good stuff, bro. And obviously, I will be. We will do some more shows together soon in the next week, upcoming week as well. So yeah, we've got more shows coming up. We've got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to do. We've got but apologies, people, if any of you ever obviously no one's gonna reach out to me about this, but and no one has, but sorry about not doing a watch along for the Celtics Cavaliers game. Obviously that's on my behalf. I did not set up the stream properly. I did not wake up in time, so obviously you have to watch NBA games in the morning. So yeah, apologies on that side, people. But I will be doing some watch alongs in the near future. I just have to try and set something up. But and if you haven't already, do go follow my playback account. Is AN Sports, same icon, same banner. Obviously my Twitter as well, AN Sports, also at Akevin7. So make sure you go and follow that as well. And my Instagram's at Akevin7 as well. So please make sure you do go follow that. Obviously I can't leave my links in the description yet. I'm not monetized yet, so at the same time I cannot leave my links yet. I cannot leave the links for the YouTube channel yet. sorry for my Instagram, my other socials as well. People, make sure you go and follow our socials. Make sure you go and show us some love, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But yeah, people, that's been us for today. Take care. See you later. Glazers out. All the best.
Glazers out, yeah.